When you think of Connecticut, you think rolling hills of green, animals dotting the landscape, and white steeples towering over New England neighborhoods. But you probably don't think of this. Biodiesel, or what will soon become biodiesel.
We convert vegetable oils into biodiesel.
We're paying a visit to Biopur, a place that's on a mission to green up the planet one truckload of veggie oil at a time.
There was no alternative.
Chris Glennis is giving us a tour.
Biodiesel is a replacement for traditional fossil fuels. Here in New England, we also use biodiesel a lot in home heating oil.
Biodiesel is a cleaner burning fuel because it's made from renewable resources, not petroleum. That makes it biodegradable and non-toxic.
It doesn't affect the environment from a standpoint of pollution and the harmful products that are coming out of it.
It's no accident that Glennis came upon the idea to make liquid gold.
Our family's in the restaurant business, so we're producing the used frying oils. After we use them for making the French fries and all the other things, it basically was thrown away at that point. We were looking at that, boy, we should be able to do something with this.
Do something is an understatement. Biopur now recycles used frying oil from the restaurant, where, by the way, there's also an electric vehicle charging station, along with more than 2,000 others in Connecticut.
Okay, so this is what we start with.
Yeah, this is actually the used frying oil from the restaurants. This has been filtered. It's a darker color than a regular vegetable oil because, of course, it's used. So we take this product and we make it into biodiesel.
And that is just like gold for you guys.
This is gold, yeah.
That's a use.
Yep.
Here's where the process starts.
So where are we now?
Right now where we are at the first stop, where the oil that has been picked up from the restaurants comes to. And from here, it's going to be filtered and made ready to be brought up to the biodiesel facility to be made into biodiesel. Biodiesel is basically a process of taking vegetable oils, create a reaction with alcohol and a catalyst, and when that reaction occurs, the biodiesel floats to the top and the glycerin comes to the bottom.
So what are these tanks used for?
These are our actual reaction tanks. In other words, the oil is pumped into these tanks. The catalyst and the alcohol is added to these tanks. They're agitated. What there's in there is like a big paddle, basically. And what it is slowly mixed. It's like oil and vinegar, pretty much.
Okay, so what are the byproducts of making biodiesel?
One of the byproducts is glycerin and glycerol. And glycerol can be made into a multitude of different things.
It's here where we also meet 17-year-old Dale Erickson.
I'm actually learning the whole process of producing biodiesel.
Today, he's in the lab working on an important step of the process.
I am testing with an indicator on how clean the oil that we're starting out with actually is. From there, we know how much chemical to actually add to it. It helps better our knowledge of what kind of mixture we need to actually make the diesel better.
We'll show them the processes and how we make the product, and they help us.
I never actually thought I'd be able to do this in high school. This is an opportunity that only certain few get, and they might not even be able to get it in high school. And here I am, 17 years old, a senior in high school, and I'm producing biodiesel.
They don't just make biodiesel.
The other piece of the puzzle is also create and produce electricity from our biodiesel. Which is 100% renewable, Class 1 renewable energy, which is pretty cool.
It's used to juice up this power station right next door.
Which is in turn sold right into the grid.
When you produce electricity, you also get something else out of the deal, and that's heat.
So we also capture that heat from our generator and is reused here in the plant.
Talk about going full circle. It's another reason Glennis says recycling veggie oil is the way to go.
It's also from utilizing a waste, trying to get more values out of the things that we're creating here and not creating a huge garbage dump and making a cleaner environment for the future.
Thanks to efforts like this, it's a future that's looking greener, not just for Connecticut, but for the rest of the world too.